Busch Gardens Williamsburg just announced a special event called Coasters and Craft Brews, which is from August 6th to 16th. They're going to be opening up their Ireland, Scotland, France, and New France area of the parks, and they're going to have Loch Ness Monster, Griffin, Invader, La Catapult, and Finnegan's Flyer open. It's $44 to attend if you are not a pass holder or a season or a member. But if you are a season pass holder or a member, you actually get free admission, which was good news to hear. Good news to hear indeed. And also something that we brought up a couple times. I'm gonna let Bob talk a little bit more about this.
I'm
gonna let Bob talk a little bit more about this, but I'm just gonna kind of briefly give a little bit of an introduction.
What's going on.
A little bit of an introduction here. So our thing was our major place of concern with Busch Gardens Williamsburg and how they were going to do this is we thought they were going to reopen the park and then go, you know what? We said we were going to extend the passes through how many other months we were closed, but we kind of thought that they might count this as Busch Gardens Williamsburg being open, therefore they don't have to extend our passes further on into the 2021 season. But actually stated on the park's website, on their FAQs of this event, is that this will not count towards the extension. So we're still going to get the extension. This is not going to stop the extension. This is not going to bring it to a halt. They're not going to stop the extension until they said the full park reopens, which is great news to hear.
Yeah, this is I don't know what to say. I mean,
Bob actually is happy with SeaWorld.
SeaWorld did something.
You done good. You done good, kid.
Well, they did good, and yeah. I'm not used to this.
It's just like almost like a predator, and it's prey, and Bob's like the prey, and he's like waiting for them to attack, but they're not attacking. They're just they're letting him free, and he's like, wait a second.
Yeah, they're like,
hi? Yeah, they're like, how are you today? And you're like, wait, where are they coming from? Where is it gonna go on? He's a little worried that this isn't genuine. There might be something. There might be like a hidden motive. Maybe that's kind of a worry of concern. It's a point of concern.
Meanwhile, at the SeaWorld headquarters, they're going, "Whoa!"
And dolphin laughter.
Got them right where we
dolphin laughter, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm pleasantly surprised, and I everybody I told, I pretty much said, like, this is the one thing that I want to be proven wrong on, because
we are pass holders.
This is the other thing. Mm-hmm. They're actually telling, like, they put this right in the fact up front. Like, it wasn't like they didn't wait for like 2 weeks and like, we don't know. They were like right up front. No, this is not gonna hinder.
It wasn't something this is not something that we pressured them into, or we're like, in the comment section, like, hey, you can't extend. It's something that we actually just got. And it's something that they were just like, yeah, we understand. This doesn't count.
Yeah,
it's not something that we had to
still
pressure
didn't
them
reply
into.
to me on Twitter, but that's common.
Yeah. That is common with SeaWorld for sure. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna stop.
This is as far as this event, it's kind of interesting. I'm kind of confused at, like, the one thing that's really interesting to me is that, both Busch Gardens and King's Dominion were both like, hey, if Virginia's going to say we have 1,000 guest limit, we just can't open. We can't make it viable. And it's kind of an interesting thing that all of a sudden it's like this, like, oh, well, wait, maybe if we do this, we can make it viable.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that has me wondering is I wonder if there were like contracts in place with like breweries and stuff for this event that kind of causes them to
I thought
pressured into doing something.
I thought about that, and we're going to talk about Knott's Berry Farm later on in the show, talk about their event. But I figured if they were to do something, if that was a part of this, and it was just a contract they had to do with breweries or something like that, they would have just done what Knott's Berry Farm did, which is open the park but not open any rides, and just have the food venues throughout the park, or the beer venues throughout the park. But I really feel like this is a genuine reopening for them, because they are opening attractions. They are opening things like of that nature, because I know Knott's is saying, like, we're not opening any attractions, which we'll again get to in a little bit. But something that is interesting is that BGW fans is actually...
more breaking news. Busch Gardens did reply to me on Twitter.
Yeah, they did. I actually saw
don't know what's going on with the world. Up is down, left is right.
Breaking news.
Blue is green. I taste red.
Oh my
I
gosh.
hear black. I don't know. Everything's wrong.
SeaWorld did something very good these past day, and they opened up the park and they replied to Bob K. Mertz, Coaster Talk Podcast, whatever, Bob at Coaster Talk Podcast, whatever your Twitter handle is. I can't remember at the moment.
Coaster Talk Bob.
Coaster Talk Bob, yeah. I always get it at the end of the show, but up until then, I'll just forget. But Coaster Talk Bob, they replied to Coaster Talk Bob on Twitter. That's another great thing that they did.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. Go ahead and talk, James, because I'm beside myself. I don't know.
He's just gonna sit there in awe. He's just gonna sit there in awe. Wow.
I need to collect my thoughts.
Yeah, but Busch Gardens Williamsburg fans is actually saying that this actually might be kind of like a precautionary measure to kind of see if they open up the park for these 2 weekends, if they will make enough money, if they will be able to justify continue operation throughout the I don't know, September and October months. So basically, this is almost like a test run. If we open up for 2 weeks here now and we make profit and we break even, we can continue to operate even with that 1,000 capacity limit. We can continue to operate and continue to make profit, because obviously they're definitely going to make, if they make a profit, that's much better than just sitting dormant as a park and not having anything going on. So that's what they're hoping, is that that's what BJB fans are saying. That their sources are saying that if they do break even and if they do make enough money, or if they make a substantial amount of money, then they're going to probably continually do this type of operation with like half of the park open.
Makes me wonder if Kane's Dominion will follow suit too.
Yes, that is something that I've been
Although at the same time, it might be. I don't know. It's like it's almost too late in the season, but then I mean, maybe we'll see Winterfest. You know what? We have to go off on a rabbit trail where it's not Coaster Talk, right?
No, it's not.
I started. It's kind of been this ongoing tradition that since 2 years ago when Kane's Dominion started doing the New Year's Eve thing. Like, I love doing that. And
yeah, it's
I'm a little bit worried.
Me and Bob always
I want to continue that. I really want to do that again. And this, I
would say it's a Coaster Talk podcast tradition almost. Me and you always meet up there on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's something I would like to continue. I guess if worse comes to worse, we could just sit outside the gates. And Happy New Year! In the dark parking lot.
We'll rent a really powerful projector and aim it at the Eiffel Tower.
Bring some fireworks, shoot them off.
We'll light up some fireworks. Yeah.
Get arrested. Why are you shooting fireworks off in a theme park parking lot? Man, yeah.
Burn down one seeker. Nobody will notice.
They might rejoice. They might rejoice, maybe. Oh man, yeah. We just gotta make sure not to get Grizzly, because Grizzly's right there next to it. Make sure that.
That's true. We do have to be careful.
With the controlled fire. Twisted Timbers. Yeah. Controlled fire. We'd have to. You have your firefighter skills. We'd have to get you out there and with the hose and making sure we're not. The whole spire will go up in flames. It'll be like Burning Man. It'll be great. Yeah. So that's what we know so far from Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Really excited. As of now, I have actually signed up for a Wednesday pass holder preview day event for this event. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to go. There's a lot of reasons to why, as that might not be happening. But as of now, I'm signed up. I reserved a spot. You can cancel that. So if there's a chance that I'm not able to go, I will cancel. I'm not going to be a jerk and be like, I'm just going to hold it until the last day and no one else will be able to go. No, I will cancel eventually if I get confirmed and not able to go. But right now I did reserve because I'm like, this is too good. I knew it was going to sell out, and within what is it? It hasn't even been up for almost 12 hours. It is completely booked, the pass holder preview day event. So I don't know about the other days. I haven't checked into that. I'm sure a couple of them might be booked up as well, because 1,000 people is not too many. But I'm sure there's still later dates that are still available. I'm sure of it, because I think they still have the reservation system up on their website. So they wouldn't have that up if it wasn't that way. So yeah, this is some exciting news. We've been following this for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and it's nice to know that we weren't just being wishful thinkers, and that this was actually for a while I was like, maybe I'm just hoping this is happening, and it's not actually maybe them setting up the reservation system is just precautionary. Maybe they're setting up the tents and stuff. And then BGW fans started reporting on it and everything, and I'm like, man, I don't think they would be I was like, I have to trust in these guys. They're always right. So
BGW fans is they're one of the few that I can kind of almost blindly trust now. They've shown a really, really good track record.
Yeah, you can pretty much always rely on BGW fans for sure. Their information is always pretty much if not 100% accurate, like 75, 80%. Like there's always like some truth to what they were saying, and if it isn't 100% true, then something happened down the line or
and
something.
They're usually pretty clear about what they're not sure about.
Yes, that's
one of
the
the
good thing
most
about
important
them.
things.
Yes, they very like clear, like, hey, this is a rumor. This is what our sources are saying. We're not 100% sure. This isn't official released information. We're not 100. Yeah, it's always very they're always very open
it's just
about.
Unfortunate they didn't catch the volcano thing, so we could like storm the gates before they even made that decision.
Yeah, BGW fans
just
like, wait
everybody,
a second,
the entire like half the state of Virginia, like just storms on King's Dominion.
Busch Gardens Williamsburg
somehow ourselves to volcano. You will not tear down.
Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
You take our lives, but you can't take our volcano.
Busch Gardens Williamsburg as a park actually somehow knew about volcano before it happened, and then they leaked that information to BGW fans, and the BGW fans is like, wait a second, we need to turn our eyes to King's Dominion. Wait, it's like we're all like like an army almost.
I guess we should clarify for those that don't know. BGW fans is related to KD fans.
Yes.
It's the same network, so. That's why I can include them, even though, to the people that don't know, it sounds weird. Like, why would Busch Gardens fans care about King's Dominion? It's part of the same network.
Yeah, but KD fans is not up to date normally. That's kind of unfortunate. Because I feel like if they had the same commitment to King's Dominion as they do with Busch Gardens, we'd probably get a lot of information leaked and stuff and know what's going on there all the time.
I think they must keep things a lot tighter lipped, somehow. I don't know. It's kind of some of it may just have to do with. I mean, King's Dominion doesn't have the attention right now.
That is true.
I mean,
that is true.
They've just not. I mean, if you really want to hear about it, go back a few episodes.
Yeah, let's just. hold off on that.
There's all kinds of
let's
things.
Hold off on it. Yeah, they're just not. They definitely don't have the spotlight of the Cedar Fair chain right now. But that does it for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. They are going to be opening again August 6th through 16th. If you're not a pass holder and you want to get down there, I don't know why you would, though, because pretty much every other park in the country is fully open. So if you want to get to a partially open park and you're from out of state, I mean, I don't know why you would want to do that. But if you're a non-pass holder or not a member, then you'll have to pay $44. If not, if you're a member or a pass holder, you're free to go. You just have to make a reservation. So that's exciting stuff.